Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. Today we are going to start exploring how different idols are going to be as partners, as romantic partners. And today we're going to start off with Joshua. We're going to see how he's going to be like as a boyfriend. And here we have our 3 decks. I will just start shuffling. These cards will just tell us what is like the general energy that Joshua will have as a boyfriend. Now, I don't really remember what cards he got in his love life. So in his individual reading, we got like a very broad thing about love. Like I think with Joshua it was like, oh, he has someone that he already has in line, but like nothing has really happened. And that's pretty broad, but in this case we're bringing it down a little bit, and we're going to focus more on like how will he be like as a boyfriend, right? So that's why I think this video will be very interesting for all of you guys to see how he will be like as a boyfriend. I'm just gonna take out 2 more cards. That one just jumped out. Hopefully the camera cut like how you just went with you. Perfect. So let's see. How will Joshua be? Okay. There's some cards that popped up that I'm kind of like not surprised at all that he got these cards. And there's others that I just have to look at closer to get an idea of what's going on. So right off the bat, I thought it was funny that we got the lamb, because I think it really goes with the soft and stable energy that Joshua tends to have. The other thing that I kind of like, it's expected because Joshua is a Capricorn sun. However, he has very earthy energy. So what I mean by that is very stable, is very grounded, and it's also an energy that seems very slow moving, because it's so grounded that it takes its time to get things done, to change, to manifest, to do anything. The other thing that I'm kind of getting very quickly, because we have the Ace of Pentacles, we have the Hierophant that represents Taurus energy, and we have the lamb that has the earth symbol. So that's why I'm getting all of this like earthy energy, right? Not only that, but we also have the card called Earth right here. So there's definitely this energy of like he's very grounded, he's very gentle. Nothing that I'm surprised technically. This seems very obvious to me, that he's going to be a very gentle boyfriend, that he's going to be very caring, very grounded, very stable. So for his partner, he's going to be like a supporting pillar type of thing. The other thing that seems to be okay, let me point something else. We have water right here with ocean and ice, so those elements of water are here. We also have the Page of Wands, which is a messenger of action. So he may like to say, oh, this is going to happen, this other thing is going to happen, but the only element that we don't have anything of is swords, which is supposed to be air. Swords, I'm thinking tarot, right? We don't have much air here, so that tells me that he's not very good. He may not be very good at communicating how he feels and saying what he thinks, and he may not be one to think too much. And by that, I'm not saying that he's like an idiot. I'm saying that he simply doesn't dwell too much on unnecessary thinking. So he's not someone that is like overthinking problems. He just kind of does, or he just feels, or he just works on stabilizing himself rather than thinking and analyzing and communicating. So he may be a boyfriend that will struggle to say what he thinks, or will struggle to do all of that, or the fact that we don't have much, well, no air element at all, could also symbolize that he may not really be focusing on, like, that will not be like a major selling point for him as a boyfriend. Now, the other thing that we're getting for Joshua is the Ace of Pentacles. So there's a lot of like beginnings with this Page of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. So okay, so with this page of wands is like a baby energy, right? Like you're barely starting something, but this barely starting something is more about like your personality, right? Your person. So I do feel that with Joshua, this kind of symbolizes, this page of wands symbolizes that ability of, he's barely learning how to take action. He's barely learning how to begin something, how to right now the image that I'm getting is a page of wands in the manga tarot, which is like this guy that's standing like on poles of, and surrounded by fire, and he's kind of like meditating, and that card always gave me this energy of, oh, this is someone that is waiting to hear when is the right time to take action. So that's kind of what I'm getting with him. He's learning how to do that. So he seems to be a partner that is very innocent, very pure. He has very good intentions. He is going to be a boyfriend that is very, very stable and grounded. Like I do feel like he's a type that, like, he's very traditional. So giving gifts, going to dates, bringing flowers to his partner, bringing, being of service to his partner. With this Hierophant, I'm also getting that he's going to be the one that's usually going to be taking the lead in the partnership. Like he's going to be like, oh, look, I bought you this, why don't we go here, why don't we go there. I'm getting like he will be the type that will take his partner to, like, not necessarily fancy restaurants, but I'm getting like places that have good quality everything. So let's say that it's like, oh, let's go to like a diner, or let's go to this place that makes very good food. It doesn't have to be like the fanciest, top-notch anything. It just has to be quality, right? So even if it's like, okay, maybe this place doesn't look very fancy, it's not too expensive, but they have like the best food you can think of. He seems to be the type of partner that is like, he values quality a lot, which makes sense with his Capricorn sun. I actually don't know what Joshua's Venus is in, but if I knew, I could actually give you a lot more information about that, about how, like, what his love language is. The other thing is that we have ocean and ice, so he has a lot of feminine energy, because earth and water are feminine energies, meaning that he's going to be very gentle. He's going to take things very slow, and he doesn't seem to be the type of boyfriend that's like all up on your face. So things that are like spontaneous are not going to be overwhelming to his partner. The other thing that I mean by that is that it's going to be like planning things and making sure that Joshua is on the same page as his partner. So what I mean by that is like, oh, we scheduled we have a date on this time, we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that. So if they are surprised, of course, okay, he will be able to surprise his partner with like gifts, with like actions and service and stuff like that, but he doesn't seem like a type that will go out of his way to just be super random to his partner. Like he's not going to do anything that could be overwhelming to someone that is very gentle, very that likes to plan things out. But that doesn't mean that he is not going to be good at surprises. I think he will be, but it's not going to be anything that will be scary and anything that you will want to run away from, because it's like, oh, why are we going here? What are we doing this? Dangerous, you know what I mean? So he seems to be someone that likes to plan out things for his partner. Now, one thing that I'm getting is that he could feel a little bit distant to his partner, because we have ice. Even though we have purity right here, that kind of goes very well with this lamb energy, that is very balanced because it has all the colors of the chakra, meaning that he's very in alignment with himself, so that will bring a lot of peace and stability to his partnership. But with the ice, we have purity, so it's like he has slowly built himself to be the person he is right now, and it will be very beneficial for him when he is a boyfriend or as a boyfriend. I don't know if he has dated already. If he has, well, I don't know. But the thing that I'm getting with this ice is that he could be a little bit distant and like kind of give like cold shoulder to his partner. I don't think he necessarily means it, but that will explain, that kind of like, I think, confirms why there's a lack of air element, so he's not one to really say, like he's not going to be the type that is like, oh, I love you because of this and this other thing. He's going to show it and do things to make his partner see that he cares and loves them. So what I mean by that is that the whole thing about giving quality gifts or being spending time with his partner, but the other, and also home, like I do feel that maybe passing a lot of time together is important for Joshua. Now I kind of want to look more at like the cards themselves. So we have Oceans and Bravery. So I do feel that because I'm getting this sense of like molding to whatever, or like fluidity. So I'm feeling that Joshua is going to be the type of boyfriend that will do his best to adapt to his partner, but you have to keep in mind he has a lot of earth, so it's going to take time for him to adapt to his partner depending on who he's with. For example, if he's with someone that is very like fiery air elements, they will be like, why is this person so slow? Why are they, why is Joshua taking forever to be with me? Like, why maybe it could be a little bit boring or gentle or slow moving for like this very quick fire and air element. However, if he ends up being with a partner that has very strong, at least in the love department, earth and water, then it will be very compatible, because these gentle energy will be very welcoming to that type of partner that is like, okay, you can take your time, let's take things one step at a time, let's take things slow, let's slowly adapt to each other and create this new energy, which is a relationship, right? So I do feel that it's at such an extreme that is not, I can't see like a very specific person for Joshua. Like, I'm not saying that he wouldn't be good for someone that wants to be spontaneous and do things very quickly. He could get someone like that, and it could like balance him out and be like, and help him continue growing within his ability of taking action, his ability of just doing things, being a little bit more spontaneous. But right now, for me, it feels like he's a type of boyfriend that is very slow moving. But that's, of course, seeing it through the perspective of my air and fire, right? The other thing that I'm kind of getting is that we have a lot of threes, so he's going to be a very good support business-wise. Well, not necessarily business. Like, he's a type of boyfriend that will support his partner in their work or in any projects that they have. So he could do it through little gestures like, oh, look, I brought you food so you can continue working, or, oh, I heard that you needed these materials for your project, here you go. So he seems to be, or just being with his partner, like that's his way of showing support. Now, I'm saying that I mentioned with the Hierophant that Joshua is very like traditional, so I do feel that he is the type that doesn't really date around, because again, he's a very slow moving energy, so it will take him a while to start dating someone, and it will take him a while to develop the relationship further and further. But then again, I'm seeing it only from Joshua's perspective. I don't know what type of partners he attracts, because depending on who he attracts or who he ends up being with in a partnership, then that could also shift his energy and maybe make him go a little bit faster than he's used to, or make him do things a little bit out of his comfort zone, right? Now, for now, with this thing, I'm getting that with Oceans, Joshua seems to be someone that there's a lot of things that he will not necessarily tell his partner right off the bat. Like, I do feel like his partner will have to figure things out a lot of the time, because to me, the ocean is something that we don't really know much about, I don't know what the word is of people that study like water, like oceans and bodies of those type of biomes, right? So I do feel that there's like a lot of depth within Joshua that is very hard to like actually dive in and explore. So I do feel that he will need to have a, like, it's up to his partner if he's like if they want to or not, but like Joshua seems to be someone that doesn't really open up, definitely not up front. Again, very slow moving energy. And again, with this Hierophant and the Ace of Pentacles does mean like starting something new, a new project. It could be work related, could be money related, but if it's in when we're talking about relationships, this Ace of Pentacles usually means someone that is probably starting something that is meant to be long lasting. And with this Hierophant, it's also that same energy, because again, it's a very traditional card, so it's going to be like, let's go on dates, let's do this. So Joshua is not going to be the type that is going to push forward anything very weird or anything that's out of the norm. Like, I do think that's going out of his comfort zone. But yeah, with this Earth card, it goes very well with like this sense of stability and groundedness and this very gentle energy. That matches very well with this Lamb. That the first thing I get is innocence, purity, balance, and stability. So this is very like how do I put it? It's very, I guess Joshua will be like the ideal boyfriend on paper, but I don't know how. I mean, whoever likes Joshua will probably be like, oh, that's gonna be a great partner, right? I'm thinking like, I think like the worst thing here is his lack of communication. Like, he doesn't seem to be too open, but aside from that, he's going to be very gentle, very caring. And the other thing that I'm getting is that if he's not very good at communicating how he feels and what he thinks and all of that, then it might be kind of difficult for him to make this middle ground with his partner, because I do feel that he's going to make a lot of assumptions about his partner. So what I mean by that is like, he's going to assume that his partner needs whatever it is that they need. He might assume most of the time like, oh, this is how I should be in a partnership because that's like the right thing to do, the normal thing to do. And I don't know. He will need to find a partner that's going to be very understanding in that case, and also someone that will not really poke around too much, if that makes sense, right? I do feel that Joshua will need to have a partner that can like hard carry the communication part of it. I'm not saying that Joshua doesn't speak. I'm just saying that that's not his like his strength is not, his focus is not really ingrained in him. He has other things that he focuses on. So yeah, with all of that said, I'm going to end it here for Joshua's video. I think it was very interesting. I'm not surprised, but at the same time, I do feel that we got like a little bit of information that could be very entertaining for you guys. I hope you learned something from this video, or at least found it entertaining to watch. Thank you everyone for supporting my videos. Thank you everyone that watched this video till the very end, and thank you for even clicking on this video. I hope I was able to deliver a beautiful message for you guys to hear. And yeah, I guess I'll leave it there. It was very interesting to read for Joshua. I usually don't like, my energy doesn't really like match well with his. Not necessarily like, oh, we don't get along. It's more like I feel that he's so guarded that I don't get, again, the communication issues, right? Like, I feel like I don't get like any like enough, right? Like, I want to know more and I just don't get that, right? Like, I feel like there's this wall that I can't pass. But with this one, it felt very kind of like I wasn't like going through anything that he'll be like, no, don't say it, you know? I feel that it was kind of like, yeah, this is perfectly fine. So I didn't necessarily feel any block. I didn't feel like I hit a wall. It felt very straightforward, actually, and I think that's very nice. I do feel like he will be a great partner, but I don't know. Like, on paper it looks great, but on practice I don't know how that will work out. It really depends who his partner is and the people he attracts, and the situation, the environment, like, you know, all of that. But yeah, with all of that said, I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you for everyone that watched this video, and love and healing from my part to you. See you on the next one, whenever that is, however that is, and bye.